Hi, everyone, and welcome to your Universe Pick a Card reading. We have 3 piles today. We have pile 1 with the green Aventurine heart. We have pile 2 with the blue Aventurine heart. And we have pile 3 with the banded amethyst heart. So those are your choices. Take your time and just let the pile that calls to you be the one, or whatever one you're attracted to, as in card or crystal. And I will see you at your reading. Hi to those of you who chose this card or this green Aventurine heart. This is going to be your universe reading. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm actually going to do the oracles first, and then I will pull tarot and another oracle at the end. So I've done 2 cards for overall energy. Let's see what we have here, okay? Healing, I like that. All right. And this one is Angels of Atlantis. So we have Archangel Uriel and Friendship. So that's the overall energy. Okay. And then let me just put the rest of the cards out here so we can see what we have. Just going to put these down a little bit. Okay, so there we are. We have everything out. So let me just take a quick look here and see pile 1, what we have. So there's something that has to do with healing around a friendship, okay? The cards come out as the cards come out for a reason. But what is the message? What does the universe want you to know about this? That is the important thing. Okay, let's get right at it. So for you, pile 1, the feeling is, yes, there is something that's happened within a friendship. And because we have inner earth here and you'll survive this, I want to say that whether, and it doesn't matter whether it was you who ended the friendship or whether it was the other person, but one has ended and it's time for a new beginning. Okay, and they just want you to know you will survive this, even though it may be feeling very painful in the moment. Okay, you will survive this. And I want to say that somehow the ending of this friendship is propelling you into a new direction. Okay, it does say new beginning. And I want to say the feeling coming through is that it had to happen in order for you to move forward, okay? And yeah, embraced by the light, mission uncovered, don't give up, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah, I feel that somewhere in this friendship, pile 1, that it was holding you back, that maybe it was a friendship that you had for a long time, or it was a new friendship, but it turned out that they were a very low vibrational being, okay? And it was holding you back. And the universe is here to say, no, you have a light that needs to shine. Here, pillar of light, and this bright light right here. You have a light that needs to shine out into the world. And if you continue in the friendship with this person, then you are not going to reach this end. Your light isn't going to be shining. You will go down a different path. And they're saying, you know, sometimes, like I think I already said, we have friendships, we have acquaintances, people we know that we meet, and we have to let go of them because they are not for our highest good. We have a lesson, right? We have a lesson that needs to be learned here along the way, and they're the person to help us learn that lesson. And then it's time for them to go. So that's the message they're trying to get through here. Now let's just take a little bit of a deeper look into the cards. So we have, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. We have returning the favor. that's interesting. I'm going to leave that one for a minute. Codes of the seeds, the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Vesica Pisces, divine feminine birthing fertility. I said I wasn't going to try to pronounce the words anymore because I always get them wrong. This reminds me of the Empress card. Okay, we have cooperation, we have healing again. All right, so the other thing that's coming through is that, and it's with this returning the favor, it's almost like I want to say the universe, and it's a 10, 8 plus 2, 10. It's an ending that has to happen. And because this ending's happening and you're allowing it to happen gracefully, they are going to like return the favor and really set you up with someone new. Some new people possibly in your life, because there's like a group of people here with this cooperation card. So while it may feel really hard and heavy and sad at the moment, again, back to you will survive this, and there is a new beginning for you. And the whole reason for this is to get you so that you're shining your light. Now, I want to actually turn this card over because there is a message on the back. So with cooperation, it is about, this is a card from Atlantis, okay? So, and this one here is actually Lemurian too, and this is Atlantis. All right, anyhow, so let me just come in here. So it's saying, what can you share today? It may be your friendship, your time, or something more tangible. Receiving this card guides you to give away anything you no longer need. It also suggests that you cooperate with others for the greater good. Be generous-hearted, and your rewards from the universe will be great. Cooperate in a vision greater than yourself. And I think that's where the universe is leading you with this. They're trying to tell you the overall energy here is healing, and then we have it again, okay? And the reason that this friendship had to end is so that you can move on, and by healing this relationship, this friendship, you are going to be able to shine your light out and maybe work on a broader level, I want to say, with others, right? Because it's, what did it say here? It also suggests that you cooperate with others for the greater good. So there's something that you need to do here for the greater good, pile one, okay? And it's shining your light is something to do with it. Now, maybe that's the main message here, and as time goes on, you may get more information, but for right now, that is what I'm seeing. This friendship had to go for a reason. You will get through it. And it says, codes of the seeds, the blueprint within you, take the next step. You know, okay, what it is that you need to do to move forward into this shining, you know, you being the shining light, okay? And how it is that you're going to manifest this with what I'm going to call here the Empress card, okay? And working with other people. This just came in. Maybe by working with other people, the other people as a group are going to help heal others, to help heal the collective in the end. Not really sure, but that may be for some of you. And people will be drawn to you because of your light. They will come to you for healing. They will come to you for guidance. So that's something very interesting. And then here with this one, this almost looks like, you know, I want to say just at a quick glance, it looks like a baby while still in the sack. Again, words are leaving me. But that's what this reminds me of, and it's almost like you come in knowing what your blueprint is. You get here, you kind of forget, you need to find your way back to it, right? And that's what I feel this is. You, if you go within, you will find out what it is that you need to do to start anew and get down here working with these people, and you will be rewarded. It said here on this card, as well as I believe this returning the favor from the universe for getting past this particular friendship and moving on. Now, the other thing I want to say too, Archangel Uriel. So while this is going to be hard and possibly sad, a bit difficult, call on Archangel Uriel to help you to move through this pain, okay? So that you can start your healing sooner. All right, so there's that. Now let's pull a few tarot and see what other information the universe has for you. This is a nice message, a bit hard in the beginning, but I love the way it kind of takes a turn for the better here. Once we get to here, it takes a bit of a turn for the better. And it's never hard when you have to, or easy rather, when you have to leave people behind. So we have the Knight of Swords. Yes, I really feel like the Knight of Swords is coming in with that intellect and knowledge and great ideas. And I believe it also shows to the blueprint within you, and just this blue card, right? It's like take on that Knight of Swords energy, quick, fast thinking and new brilliant ideas, and be dedicated. I'm seeing Virgo here as well as Aquarius, right? New ways of doing things. And you will tap into, you will find that blueprint within you. Okay. Oh, well, geez, the Knight of Coins. Well, that's also not the fastest moving knight in the deck, but the Knight of Coins is, I'm going to say, here to keep you grounded. So how do I want to say this? The Knight of Coins is what's going to help you heal. So there's going to be this part where you're off with ideas and thinking and thoughts, and you're, you know, looking at everything and every possibility. And then we're going to have this knight who's going to say, but just hang on, we need to heal during this, right? I'm seeing this here. There's some heart, it's green. There's some heart space healing that needs to be done. I will catch you up with the Knight of Swords eventually, but let's go through and do the healing as well. You just can't bypass it and charge off like the Knight of Swords. I believe that's kind of the energy that was coming out there. You can't bypass the healing. Okay. Okay, we're going to take that one. And this is the Six of Coins. Yeah. It's going to be, once you are healed, right? Once this healing is done, you are going to be able to give to others. And that's what we were talking about. Finding some balance here, having enough for yourself, and then going out and maybe being able to help and heal others along the way. And they will be drawn to you because of your light. All right, they will be drawn into you because of your light. Let's just see if there's anything else. Do we have another card here from the universe? Yeah, you're going, that's why the healing is important here with the Knight of Coins. He's kind of saying, hold up a little bit. We need to do the healing, because if you don't heal first, and that's why it's also the overall energy given the situation, but also to say that needs to happen in order for you to be able to move on, work with these other people, and help others. And I feel I'm calling that the Empress card, because that's just what it's coming through to me as, is also just, you know, having empathy, being compassionate and caring towards others. Okay, let me just see. I'm going to go for one more card here. And that is the Nine of Swords. Yes, okay. I like that. That is just a further reminder to not allow yourself to get caught up overthinking why this all had to end. Okay, we know why it did, and it's okay to think about it and to want to, you know, maybe break it down a little bit, but don't allow it to overtake your thoughts day and night. You have to understand what happened, why it happened, and then let it go so that you can move on to this really wonderful help, I guess, this wonderful way you're going to be able to help others because of lessons that you've learned here along the way and how to heal. And I think that, oh, that might be the main thing, teaching others, helping others learn how to heal. Okay, I'm not sure if I said that already. All right, so let's get one last card here for you, pile one. Creation. Okay, also into this card, but also falls into the Empress as well. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. All right, so yeah, and that's, I think, where Knight of Swords comes into. It's wanting to take off with the new ways of thinking, the new ways of doing things in order, in a roundabout way, to get down here to team up with others and then in the end help others. It's really going to take a bit of imagination, creativity. So don't allow this Nine of Swords to shut that off for you. Okay, so there, that is your message, pile one. I am sorry that this has to happen. But in the end, it is for the greater good and for your growth. And in the end, I believe it will all become very clear, or even as you're healing, it will all become very clear why this is happening for you. And it will far outweigh the friendship that you lost. And also, just before we go, this was the card that I had just chosen just because I wanted you to have some, like a card to pick as well as the crystal. I'm just going to flip it and see. Oh my God. Okay, karmic relationships. And the funny thing is, I just pulled them off the top of the deck, okay, after I had taken out the initial card that's somewhere here in the, I think this one here. I just, you know, set it over and pile up the other cards on top of it. And I went back because I thought, oh, I want to have the 3 decks here for them to pick from, and from the same creator. And yeah, literally the card off the top, karmic relationships. This was a friendship that was here to teach you something, to help. It says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. It's the soul growth. That's what's sticking out to me, okay? So that's why this was a lesson you needed to learn in order to grow your soul. All right, pile one, that is it for your message. Thank you very much for being with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, this reading is for pile 2. So those of you who chose this card or the blue Aventurine heart crystal, this is for you. So let's get started with the overall energy. I have oracle cards here. We will go through them, and then I will actually shuffle out tarot at the end, as well as another oracle. Okay. All right. Throat chakra. Express your truth. Archangel Zaphkiel. Angels of Atlantis deck. Archangel Zaphkiel. Surrender. Okay. Jump in. Self-sacrifice. The Mystic Rose. The Short Grays. Silence. Transition. Angelic Frequency. And Warrior Woman. Okay. And again, doesn't have to necessarily be for a woman. This can also be for anyone. This is just feminine energy, okay? The inner warrior in you. Okay, so let's take a look here. All right, pile 2. This, when I see throat chakra, express your truth. And I see self-sacrifice here, and that you have to surrender something. This will be for the people in this pile that have led a life self-sacrificing, okay? Not speaking up for themselves. agreeing to things that maybe they really don't want to do just because their throat chakra is closed. It's not able to speak up for themselves and tell the truth. And it could be a truth as simple as, no, I can't do that for you. Okay? These messages don't need to be heavy, and I'm not a person who likes to get in too deep. I believe the cards are here as they're here, and it's asking for you to surrender to that. Okay? In other words, take it out of your life. Okay? You need to start speaking up for yourself, pile 2. There's no time like the present. You know, you can speak up for yourself and still be helpful to others. Okay? It doesn't mean that all of a sudden you become someone who doesn't want to do anything for anyone else. You're just not going to sacrifice yourself in the process. Okay? You're going to do what's good for you as well. And do it when you are able to do it and when you feel like doing it, not because you feel you need to do it for someone else. And you can always call on Archangel Zapkiel to help you through this, okay? To kind of surrender that self-sacrificing energy that you have. And I love the fact that it's past, right? We need to put that in the past. And when we're making changes in our life, or I love the fact that there's transition here, okay, it can be difficult. It may not happen overnight. It will take time. However, it can be done, pile 2. And I'm going to say I see a 7 here. And even with this transition is a 7. And 7s are about choices. And this is just a choice that you have to make for yourself. And it's throat chakra. And this is a 3, which is communication. Okay, when you start communicating, when you start opening up your throat chakra, all of a sudden, you're not going to be as apt to be self-sacrificing as you were in the past. Okay, so that's just kind of, sorry, I just want that crystal out there. It was bothering me. So that's something. And I want to come over here because I see here the grays, the short grays, timid, misunderstood, shy. A lot of people aren't going to understand this because they're going to say, oh, where's the so-and-so I used to know? They're going to misunderstand that you're just now sticking up for yourself. You're not letting them down. You're not unfriending them. You're not walking out of their life. You're no longer not going to do anything for them. They're going to misunderstand it. So be prepared for that, you know, because this isn't your normal behavior. Okay, that's what's coming in for this. And let me just look here at the rest of the cards and see. So it says jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. And we have transition here, right? Like I said, 7. Yeah, say yes, make the decision to do it. It may be difficult, but you can do it. And it says here, the mystic rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. I want to say these are all the characteristics, the qualities, the attributes, however you want to say it, of someone like you, who you didn't set out to be self-sacrificing and not speaking your truth or standing up for yourself or caring for yourself in certain situations with certain people. That you didn't choose that. It just happened over time because you're someone who encompasses all of these attributes. And that sometimes is difficult for people who are compassionate and cares about humanity, I want to say, and their friends and their family. Okay, but you can still keep these characteristics about yourself. All right. You're just going to make a switch. You're just going to make a change. You're going to transition from being self-sacrificing to doing it for the best good of the person that you're helping, for example. Because I always feel like this is doing something that's just coming in as you helping, whether it's babysitting, doing this, coming over, helping somebody with that, running errands for someone, whatever it may be in your life, okay? And when we come down here, this is kind of, I'm going to say in this row, for whatever reason, I didn't say it in the last pile, but I feel like this is kind of how to do it, right? So the silence, I love this card. Someone's sitting, they see the unicorn. Also, look at that, the angel coming down. So let me just see what it says here. And these are the Atlantis cards, which I love. So quiet contemplation. Receiving this card indicates that you are called on to spend time in contemplation or meditation. If possible, go somewhere in nature where you can be still and peaceful. Remember that you can more readily access your inner wisdom where it is silent. Be still and access your inner wisdom. Okay? You can talk to Zaphiel. And just know that when you're doing that, you're tapping into this angelic frequencies. Oh my heavens, frequency. Oh geez. And you have the angel here, right? So just know your angel is here. Whatever angel it is that you call upon, Zaphiel, okay? You are safe and you are connected. And that is going to help bring that peace to you and that inner knowledge of how it is that you're going to transition through this. From being someone, I'm going to say, that always says yes, to someone who says, let me think about that. Let me check my calendar and get back to you. Okay? Something along those lines. It says the frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. And there was grace in this card as well. You have grace. You will be able to make this transition smoothly. You just need to call upon your angels, okay? Or whomever in the universe that it is that you call upon, but know that the angels are here for you to help you find, and this is the best part, the warrior woman, to be able to, with that sword, right? Sword is air, which is communication, intellect, talking. All right, and that is how this all started, by not talking and speaking up for yourself to be able to say no, or let me think about it, or I may be able to do that for you, instead of just yes. You're going to pull the inner warrior out in yourself, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So that's your main message pile too. You can do this, you know, it's going to take a little bit of work. It's not something that just needs to be turned off, you know, overnight and that's it. I'll never say yes again. Not at all. But let me pull some tarot here and see what else there might be, what else you need to know. Oh, see here. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Oh, you know what I love about this? The Five of Swords. It's, you know, when you're in that self-sacrificing mode, who's really winning? It's not you. And it isn't, I want to say, the people that you're doing whatever it is for, because they're not doing stuff for themselves. They're being dependent instead of independent, okay? And so for me, that means no one's a winner here, all right? So no one's a winner if you are not standing in your own power, in your own warrior woman energy, feminine energy. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Okay. I know exactly. Okay, so with the Knight of Wands, they want you to light a fire in your belly, okay? Be creative, be imaginative, be, I'm going to say even a little forceful. Look, this is a fire-breathing dragon on this card. And the reason I'm saying that is to be brave, okay, with the Knight here on the dragon. Courage, bravery, fiery, to be able to say whatever it may be other than yes right away. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to say, and the reason you want to do that, we have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is, yes, the end of a cycle. And I want to say it's the surrender, okay? It's the surrender. It's putting those wands down and just saying, no more. I'm not going to sacrifice myself like that anymore. That's it. Now let me just see if there's anything else here that needs to come out. The 4 of Wands, success. Okay, and I love that it's all fiery. All right, Zafkiel is really good, and this is a fiery card here, really going to be able to help you with this. This is success. You will find success by doing this, okay? And you're also, it's a 4, you're going to build a new foundation for yourself, for this warrior woman to stand on. All right, I love, love, love this message. Now let's just get one more card here. See what else we have for you, pile 2. The universe is bringing through some awesome messages today for everyone. Oh, geez. That one went right down. Just a second. Okay, we have advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Yes, 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 yes. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Or I'm going to go with, I said fire in your belly, but you understand, right? A strong energy is propelling you forward. Yes, that is your angels, but also it's taken on this Knight of Wands energy. I love it. Okay. Oh, and one last thing. I did this with pile 1. Because I was using the 3 decks when you chose at the beginning, I used the cards in the piles here, right? But then I just randomly off the top of the pile, because I just wanted you to have a card to choose as well as a crystal, grabbed one. So let's see what it was for pile 2. I didn't look at it. I just literally grabbed it for the card itself, for the picture here on the back. The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. Okay. Again, with surrender, all right? Don't be afraid to surrender and to give that up, and know that the Great Mother, okay, that the universe is going to hold you. They're not going to let you fall down, and they're going to nurture you and take care of you through this. You've got your angels right here, and you have the rest of the universe helping you as well. Okay, so that was perfect. Thank you very much, pile 2. I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3, and those of you who chose this card and or this Banded Amethyst crystal, this is your universe pick-a-card reading. Okay, so we have oracle cards here. We have a couple for overall energy. Also at the end, I'm going to shuffle and pull some tarot for confirmation, clarification, and also another oracle card. So let's get started with the 2 overall energy cards. We have Awakened Awareness, okay, and Zafkiel, Archangel Zafkiel. This is Atlantis Angels cards with Compassion. Okay, and Zafkiel was in pile 2 as well, so that might be something that you want to look into, because he also has his energy over there. Okay, so we have I Remember, Seduction and Addiction, the Rose Garden, tall whites, love of animals, allowance, the sword of light, and I don't know how to say this word, but I'll just put the card up so you can see it, okay? I've butchered too many of them, you guys. I keep forgetting, and then I'll try, and then I'm like, why did I? Why did I? Okay. You guys, this message is so clear. Right down to the crystal, which is so funny. All right. Even how the universe spirit uses me to pick the crystals to go with the pile, unbeknownst what's in the pile. But there we are. Awakened awareness. That's, to me, amethyst. That's connecting to your higher self. That is spiritual awakening or becoming aware. All right, so that is you, pile 3. And remembering that compassion. So that's the overall energy of this pile 3 reading, is awakened awareness. And it's kind of like opening that third eye, opening that crown chakra, and remembering compassion. I remember my soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, let's get right into it. You know, what I'm seeing here is that sometimes, I want to address these 2 cards right here first. We have made a plan. We have a soul plan. And if you believe, we have made that plan before we have come to earth in this incarnation, okay? And we get here and we forget what it is. I mean, inside, our soul does not forget, but we as humans don't remember what that was. And the whole point is to get here and to remember what it is so that we can work on it. But we get sidetracked, okay? We are seduced by things, addicted to things, and I mean anything. That's like we drive rather than walk. It can be the usual suspects of addiction and all of that stuff, but just addicted to being human almost, right? To living a materialistic life, even, whatever it may be for you, okay? And we no longer have our faith, if that's what you want to call it, or we no longer believe in spirit in the way of spirituality or religion or whatever it may be. We kind of lose our way, and it causes us to be guarded, to be uncertain, and not to be trusting of other people. Okay. And so what this is saying, pile 3, is that now is the time for you to remember and to wake up spiritually, religiously, whatever it may be for you. Okay. And to remember what that soul plan is. Okay. Because it's still there. You just have to go in and find it. And we have this card here, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Meaning, when you start to figure it out, as you're going through the process, it can be a little unnerving at times, because then you start beating yourself up sometimes about all of the things that you fell, seduced or addicted to, and that you've been so guarded and all of these things. They're saying, be gentle with yourself. You come here as soon as you were born, not remembering, okay? That's it. Or actually, there was something I was watching, like we're little kids, they're saying babies, they do remember. And then like after, they start getting to be 3, 4, 5, right? Then it leaves them, right? So don't be hard on yourself for what it is you may have done prior to your awakening, okay? It was all there as a lesson. It was all meant to happen so that you would be where you are right now at this time to start remembering and finding your true soul essence again. And with allowance, it's allowing yourself, right? It's allowing yourself forgiveness. It's allowing yourself to remember. It's allowing yourself to be innocent, to look at this with eyes wide open, and as though it's something that you have not seen or experienced before. Okay, now I want to actually read the card. It says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way. Yes, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. The universe is just sitting on the sidelines. They're sitting on the what says wondrous dance. They're sitting on the bench waiting for you to come and ask them to dance. They're waiting for you to awaken, to arise, okay, and to remember. So yeah, they can't wait. All right, to find that compassion for yourself and for others. And with compassion, I'm going to go here because this card is love of animals. Be harmless. If you draw this card, your guidance is to connect with an animal today. Consider what you are learning from it and maintain an attitude of harmlessness as you telepathically offer greetings. Stay open for a response, a message, or a sense of connection, for an animal wishes to communicate something that will help you. Learn from animals and practice harmlessness. So I want to say, maybe you working with animals and connecting with animals is going to help you remember. It's going to remind you to be gentle with yourself and to allow, to take away the fear, the resistance, all of that. So you may need to connect with an animal. I mean, we know what our pets are like. They communicate with us all the time, and we can really learn a lot from them. So that may be your quiet place, your place of solitude, being out with your pet on a walk or whatever it may be, or out caring for the animals that you may have around you. Or maybe this might be calling you, and this is just coming into volunteer pile 3, to be able to spend that time with an animal. Okay, I know that I have a friend who actually fosters cats, right, until they can find homes for them. And if not, then they have a wonderful place to live for the rest of their lives. So that is just an idea that came in. So, you know, maybe out and connect with an animal today to just feel that unconditional love. All right. And then we have divine protection with the sword of light, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Yeah, you are, well, I already said the universe has your back, right? They want you to remember. Whomever it is in the universe that you connect with, they want you to remember. Divine protection here. They're protecting you. There's something that you need to do in this world, and they want you to remember it. They want you to cut the cords from this seduction and addiction and this kind of, you know, energy of uncertainty, distrust, and guardedness. They want you to let go of that and kind of have a breakthrough into this peaceful, almost like a peaceful innocence, going back and remembering, just like back to the time when you were a baby, right? Okay. And then I love this last card here. It says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And that's what it is. It's longing for, okay, wherever it is that you may have come from, but longing for home, remembering who you are, where you are from. All right. And during all this, feel free to call on Archangel Zapkiel. He will help you do this. All right. He is there to help, along with whomever else it is in the universe, whoever you have on your spirit team. God, source, again, universe, whatever it is that you believe in, that's what you call on for help. Now let's take a look at some tarot here and just see if there's anything else. We didn't really get much about what it is, but it may not be time yet. First, it's just waking up and becoming aware. All right, and then, oh, okay, we'll take this one. We'll not take all of those. Okay, Queen of Cups, compassion. Okay, you do it with love, compassion, with emotion. All right, this is a woman who is in control of her emotions, very nurturing, very caring, right? We said be gentle with yourself. So this is just a great confirmation. That's an energy that you can call upon as well. The Queen of Cups. Okay, is there anything else? Oh. You know what I'm going to do? This. Two of Swords. Okay, let's just get one more here. Or maybe a couple more. Okay. The Two of Swords is making a decision. Okay, it is, using your intellect, right? It is air, swords are air, and it's about making a decision and cutting that blindfold off and seeing your soul, seeing what you need to see to awaken, to become aware, and doing it with compassion and this Queen of Cups energy. Okay, it's like there is a choice that needs to be made. You wake up and you go with it, or you stay stuck in these two energies. But deep down in your soul, you know that's not where you're supposed to be. And when you make that choice to follow your path, to find out what that soul plan, what your soul plan is, there will be success. It's the Ten of Cups. It's everything that you've wanted, everything that you've wished for, everything that your soul's wished for. And let's just get one more card here. The Fool. It's time to start new, right? It's time to find the plan and start the journey. Okay, start the Fool's journey. I love this message for you, pile 3. It's so great. Let's get one more card here. The tarot certainly confirmed for us what we're talking about. These universe messages are always so awesome, though. I just love it. Oh, I thought one had come out. No. Okay, but that one wants to. Blue Star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. This is one of those times when I say there's nothing else for me to say. I'll read it one more time. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. And that is what we're talking about here. Becoming aware of your soul's plan, the plan that you made for yourself when you came to earth, when you were born. All right. So one last thing. I did this with the other 2 piles. So I wanted 3 different cards for you to be able to choose from in the beginning with your crystal. And I had already done the card selection. I usually do it by doing the flip through and the cards come out. Anyway, I went back to the piles and I just pulled off the top of the 3 piles. So let's see if it has anything to do with this reading. Inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Or as I want to say for this, inner temple, your soul. Devote yourself to finding what that plan is and tune into it. Okay, because heart and soul, it's all the same Huey Lewis song there for whatever reason. But yeah, Oh, pile 3, this is absolutely beautiful. I wish you all the best on your journey, okay? On your soul's path, your soul's plan, your soul's journey this lifetime. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading.